Hi guys. Well, test day. Test is all over. Been a long day. I had to get to my trading place for 6:30, so I had to leave my house about. Well, I left my house about 5:20. So I'm on my way home now. Still haven't got home yet. I failed. And the funny thing is that I didn't fail on the time. I didn't. I didn't fail. I failed on something that I thought I'd never would fail on. I was worried about the driving and things. So in the test, when they call your name, sign a piece of paper. You walk them out to your truck. And then he basically asks you several questions on safety, whatnot, on the truck, and then you obviously answer. You either tell him or show him, and then he asks you to drive the truck to the reverse pit to do a reverse manoeuvre. So you got to drive to these two cones, drive in between them, but not over the line, and then you got reverse. With left hand down full lock to a bay which is behind you on your left hand side, but opposite obviously adjacent left hand side, and directly behind you there's a cone in the middle, and so you reverse round watching the line on your right, and straighten up when you see the cone, come sort of tight to it, and then you just straighten up tracking, and then you back into this bay, and at the end of the bay is on the floor is some yellow hash marks which your rear of the truck has to basically go into it, but without touching the barrier that's behind that. And to do this will make it much easier for beginners. They put a closed peg on the rear mud guard so that you're able to line it up with when you see it, look in your mirror, you're able to line up with the edge of the yellow hash area. So I know I did that, all went sweet, all went back on reverse, looking in the mirrors, checking my peg, and then I looked just to check. I sort of like thought, not sure. So I basically allowed to get out of the truck once and just have a look, and obviously make a readjustment. And I was about maybe a foot and a bit short, possibly. Maybe short slightly, anyway. So I reversed back and I'm looking at the peg, and it looked lined up, and I stopped, and basically what turns out is that I was short, I wasn't in the bay, so that's a fail. And to make things worse, I was looking at the wrong mirror. Instead of looking at the main big mirror, I was looking down the bottom of the mirror where the little one is, so it was giving me the wrong reference in terms of distance. I was at that point when he's telling me, he said, "Oh, do you want to continue the test?" I thought for a moment, but no, but I'm continuing because I paid for this. I need to experience what the road test is like. So he jumped in, went out. For 5 minutes I was just beating myself up about what I did. And then I said, look, you know what, forget about it, let's just drive, try and enjoy this. So we drove for just over an hour. I came across a lot of obstacles on the road. One of them being camping through a little village, town, come to the zebra crossing. People walked across, it's clear. I've done the old manoeuvre. I've checked my left mirror, right mirror, over my blind spot, and then handbrake down. And obviously it's in gear, it's in the right gear, and I pulled away. As I pulled away, just to literally get crouch and go over the zebra, this lady decides to cross the road. So I had to put my brakes on, not in the way that it's going to slam and jerk the examiner, but I managed to stop it pretty much just on the zebra, and then she crossed, and I just thought, well, because I thought I knew I failed, but I started to sort of like thought, oh, this is not going well. So anyway, I carried on, I persevered. Another incident with coming down to a roundabout on a hill corner, and then you got an ambulance behind me, and so obviously I had to make a decision to pull over, so I did. But it turns out that I got back eventually got back to the test centre, and the guy told me to just pull up, and then he said, well, you know, both me and you know what the answer is, and he goes, you're quite capable of driving the truck, and I'll just paying the toll. And I didn't have enough money there, and if it wasn't for the reverse manoeuvre, I would have passed. It's so funny because for the whole past week, my big hoo-ha, because obviously I was making several mistakes, and then it got down to little mistakes in my training, in the driving in town and stuff. I was so nervous about that on the test day. I obviously was worried about the wrong thing. It turned out to be reversing. Just that silly mistake. I had a good drive. The guy said that, he goes, you've got to promise to come back and pass. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm waiting for a call back probably tomorrow. I'll find out what dates I can get over early. Would be great. Might be looking at 3 weeks. It's so about the sun. It's unfortunate, but I know now that I'm really capable and confident enough to control the truck because I proved it. He told my instructor that he's a good driver. It's unfortunate that happened before. And it was a nice route, and there was some tricky moments, and there was some developing hazards that I had to be, that I was sharp at. And then, but I wasn't too sharp at doing that when I was doing my training. So yeah, and I did clip no curbs, use my mirrors a lot, right lane for the roundabouts. I thought I was more relaxed than I was in training. So to be honest, I am quite happy in a way that I didn't. Not only did I, it would have been bad if I went out after that and just balls up the whole drive for the whole test. Because that would just make it so difficult to do a retake. Because then I would have been thinking, well, I can't do it. That's what my first thoughts would have been. So I'm glad I actually proved to myself that I could do it. I pushed myself to driving a big vehicle. I mean, the biggest vehicle I've probably driven is a 3.5 ton van with a reefer on the back. So from that to a straight truck, 18 tonner, it's not bad. So I've been going down the country lanes with this thing, it just fills up the whole lane. You can still clip the leaves on the side. So yeah, so I'm proud of myself that I was capable of passing, but just a bit short on just an error, looking the wrong mirror. But hey, it happens. So second time round, I know what to do. I quite enjoyed driving the truck as well. It's good. So, oh well, next time. I'm sorry I didn't have better, happier news. But, there you go. So, hopefully, I'll get my dates. Let you guys know when that is. Do the test, pass, and then move on to the next.